do it week in and week out, and that starts today. They are taking that 1-0 mentality into every single game. Today is no different. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll run it on the counter. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Escapes the pressure to his right. At the 35, he's loose. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. Quick give. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Left side, it's Moore.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Ducks will call on their punt team. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. They're backed up first and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Hits the hole. It's Henderson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Throwing Russell. Caught in the backfield. It's Henderson. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's first and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Using his legs, it's Henderson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Russell fires to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To throw, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Bear. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense.
Snags it, and there's running room. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The quick game. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ducks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quick give. It's Henderson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They give it back to him. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wide right, it's Edwards. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Keelan Russell. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Rodgers. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Back to pass, it's Russell. Out wide left, it's Wilson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, gonna throw it. Pulls it in, it's Edwards. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Sells the run, wants to pass. Left side, it's Smith. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback keeper. Runs it into the house. Touchdown tie. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. Out wide right, it's Moore. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes second and 7. From the gun. That one just came off his hand badly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Complete. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, we saw them have to punt on the last drive. That's not the case so far this time. Much better job executing there on third down. I know it's early. third play of this drive, and picking that up, that should give this offense tons of confidence and a little bit of juju here moving forward.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second and long here. Defense looks like they're coming. Handoff again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys to get some movement. They don't on this play. And the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Finds his big tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. In traffic, it's Bear. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Looking to throw for it. Right side, it's Bear. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out wide right, it's Griffin. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern, taking on the number 22 team, the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's the Eagles, looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. Across the 45. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
It gives the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive and their ability to run.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Dangerously close to kicking that one out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Edwards. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Again, it's Russell. Calls it in. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Flips it out in the flat. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They take the lead with the 6. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back, Palmer. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know they're going to make some plays for you.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the back. Quarterback will keep it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second and long here. Making the adjustment. Left side, it's Rodgers. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
There he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Right side, it's Moore. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Out wide left, it's Bear. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Straight ahead, it's Griffin. Runs through the tackle. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Calls his own number. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for them.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Bailey. Stepping to the right. Slings it downfield. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a gap, it's Griffin. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give to the fullback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Sticks it in his belly. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Driven back.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is such a costly turnover on special teams because they've got the lead. But with that giveaway now, they've completely opened the door for their opponent.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient. Makes a grab and room to run. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
On second and 10, he full wide out set, trips right. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wide out. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes that Alabama offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Right back to the well. 7-yard pickup on that one is now second and 3.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing, and win this game for us. And that's exactly what happened.